All right, everyone, this is going to be assignment 7. What you're looking at here is an isometric drawing. It's basically something that looks 3D. So an isometric drawing. And what you're going to have to do is make a 3-view drawing out of it. So the instructions are up here for what we're going to be doing. And this is a description of both what isometric means and first and third angle projections, which are both types of 3-view drawings. So 3-view drawing, pretty much what it is, if you have an object like this block, for example, you draw 3 views of it in 4 separate quadrants. So you see how we divide it in 4 areas. The views are the front view, the top view, and the right side view. So the front of the object, whatever you deem to be the front of the object, you draw in the lower left-hand corner. The top, you draw on top, and then the right, you draw on right. So the top is if you looked at the top of it, the right is if you looked at the right side of it. So this is not the only way to draw it. This is the way we draw it here in the United States. The rest of the world uses first angle projection. Okay, first angle projection. So there's third and first. So the difference is, instead of drawing the top of the object on the top and the right of the object on the right, you draw the bottom of the object on the top and you draw the left side of the object on the right. So the majority of the world uses first angle, which is you draw the bottom on the top and you draw the left side on the right. Don't draw anything in this quadrant for now. That's where you'd have this isometric or a mirror line if we wanted to put that there. So pretty simple. Front goes here, top on top, and right on the right. We are using third angle. We're not doing what the rest of the world does. We're using third angle. So once again, these are the differences. Now, if you wanted to draw more views, you could. So in this case, when we're using third angle, the top's in the top, the right's in the right. If you drew another square over here, the left would be on the left, and the bottom would be on the bottom. That's third angle. So we're only drawing 3 of them, though. So we have the front, the top, and the right. This is what we did in the United States. So again, these are the descriptions. This kind of shows you what we're drawing. And this is the figure we're going to draw. For this drawing, you shouldn't have to change the units or the limits within AutoCAD. This is metric. And to start this off, we'll call this side where you can see these circles. This is going to be the front. Okay, this will be the top, and the right side would be over here if you were to look at it from the back side over here. So the first thing I always do when drawing these is I always start with the front. Okay, there's something important I want to show you guys here too. Notice these views line up perfectly. The top is directly on top, and the right is directly to the right. So remember that. So let's start off by drawing maybe these circles, okay? These concentric circles down here and these concentric circles here. Center to center, it's 60. And if we're looking here, it's a diameter of 30 and diameter of 50. All right. Diameter 30. And 50. Draw a line. I think it was 60. Yeah. And then 12 and 24. Straight up. 60. 12. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to want to draw this line here, because if I was looking straight on, I couldn't see the back. I would see this line here, this edge on each side. Now it looks like it goes from center to center. It may not. That is drawn as a tangent, okay? A tangent line. Now, if we go down here to object snaps, we may shut, it's beneficial quite often to shut everything off except for the one you want, especially when you're dealing with tangent. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to draw a tangent to that point, to that point. No, it's a tangent line is a circle with a line on it. Draw that, hit enter. There we go. So we have our tangent lines drawn. I'm going to go back here. Tangent, we'll add some of these back on. All right. Now let's see what else we want to do. We're probably going to want to add this 8mm wide stretch. And again, if you're looking straight on, you're not going to be able to tell this goes back at an angle. So we just need two parallel lines centered 8mm apart. So we're going to use the offset tool for this. We'll go 4, enter, offset. Go ahead and use the trim command. Click here and here, hit enter. Get rid of our lines. Delete this one in the middle. So I don't think we're not going to want to delete anything here. It should be fine. So this view for the front is pretty much done. Now, these other views will get a little difficult, and I'll show you how we can get some of these measurements. And I'll show you probably the right side, and I'll let you guys develop the top by yourself. So a lot of these measurements, especially vertically, are already done. I mean, you just measure them out. So I'm just going to draw lines straight over from the exact center. That means I'm snapping to the quadrant of the circles. Well, notice some of these aren't exact. So we have the end point right there of the gusset back. May have to add some more, and that's okay. I'm just drawing this. All right, so in this case, I'm going to draw just one line, vertical line right there. That represents the back side of the object. Okay, now let's try to get some more measurements. So this bottom, for example, is 38, and this is 28. And that's 8. So 38, 8, 28. So we can offset some more lines now. Offset, and we'll say 38. Eight. All right, so this is kind of like another game of connect the dots. You're going to have to determine where all these points are at and what they are. Draw one more line here. Okay, so we'll go through, we'll trim some of the extras. Now here, I'm going to start trimming all the extras that I don't really need. So for this is going to be the top side of this large cylinder. Down here, this line right there is the top side of this cylinder. This. Trim there and there. Enter. Okay, so this is the gusset. This is the interior structure. This line and this line are where this little gusset goes to. So go back to trim again, hit enter. I'm going to trim this, and this. Go through, delete all the extras. Excuse me. All right. So this is the back gusset. This is the top cylinder, bottom cylinder, and we're missing one line. All right. So that's what this right side view is going to look like. Now you notice it's exactly lined up. We're a little far away. We haven't drawn quadrants or anything. That's fine for now. We'll move this a little bit closer. It's a good distance right in there. So you'll do the exact same thing, but to the top view. The top view is going to be a little more difficult. You're looking straight down at the top of this part. Okay, so straight down at the top. For the first part of this assignment this week, just go ahead and draw the top view. You'll draw it just like this. You don't have to add dimensions, hidden lines, anything else. For next week, I'm going to talk about hidden lines and adding dimensions and adding a border and title block to this. So for now, we just have to get this drawn this week. So front view, right side view, and top view, all perfectly lined up. Good luck.